The Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network welcomes you to the following presentation of the Minnesota State High School League.
2, 3, Connor Fritos. Logan inside for Bjorkman. Bjorkman inside, dunks! Parker, Bjorkman, a shot! Block on front, there you go! There you go! They did it! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CHBN's coverage of boys high school hockey in the section playoffs from the Chaska Community Center tonight. This evening we begin our coverage of the race to the XL Energy Center and every Minnesota high school player's dream, the MSHSL Boys State High School Tournament. After tonight, one team will move that much closer to achieving that goal, while the other will have to hang up the skates and wait till next year to make their run. Our first quarterfinal of the Section 2AA tournament features the number 2 seeds and champions of the Metro West Conference, the 18-7 Chaska Hawks. And on the visiting side, in come the number 7 seed out of the South Suburban Conference, the 7-16-2 Shakopee Sabres. Let's listen to the self-proclaimed amazing and talented Greg Erickson as he announces tonight's starting lineup.
Number 7-16-2, the number 7 seed, Shakopee Sabres.
Oh, the ramparts we walk
were so gallantly streaming, and the rocky tread glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And with that, we say welcome back to the Chaska Community Center for section quarterfinal hockey between the Chaska Hawks and the Shakopee Sabres. Chaska comes in 18-7 overall, hot off their first ever Metro West Conference title in program history. The Sabres come in 7-16-2 overall, placed second to last in the South Suburban Conference. Chaska on an 8-game win streak right now. In that streak, some astonishing numbers. They've only allowed 6 goals in those 8 wins. They've had 4 shutouts, and as I mentioned, they're outscoring their opponents in these last 8 games 61-6. I'll now bring in my partner for tonight, Taylor Hansen. He's been on with us all season long. You've heard him on CHBN. Taylor, welcome in. What are you looking forward to seeing tonight?
Well, yes, this is the first time in a while here we've had a home game here for section playoffs here for the Chaska Hawks. First time in about, I don't know how many years in the modern era, and it's something different. Chaska the past few years, I remember 3 years ago, the A seed playing number 1 Eden Prairie, getting crushed over there, then playing Fire Lake at Fire Lake, then last year at Eden Prairie. So this is something new here for the Hawks. It's going to be very exciting for them.
We're underway from the Chaska Community Center. The Sabres control the opening puck drop, and right off the bat, a shot on Jack Stark as Chaska turns over in the defensive zone. As I mentioned, sophomore Jack Stark getting a start for Chaska tonight. His 11th appearance so far this year. He has a 2.1 GAA right off the bat. Brett Pitlick flings it up towards the net, goes up into the rafters over the head of Benjamin Titcomb, the junior between the pipes for the Shakopee Sabres tonight. Through 9 games, a 4.3 GAA, saves 83% of his shots faced. So a couple quick chances here early for both teams. Shakopee tries to capitalize on a turnover, but Jack Stark's in front, and then the Hawks fling one up into the rafters, and we have a face-off to the right of Titcomb. Hawks win it back. Kester at the blue line, slings it down behind the goal line. Centering pass off. Olmscheid's shot blocked out in front. Kester recovers over Chaska near the blue line. Now back, dumped down to the corner. Benz can't handle it cleanly. One there by Joseph Roeder, the junior for Shakopee. Now Roeder has it in the corner, tries to clear the zone. Can't. Chaska holds the blue line. Olmscheid for Chaska, dumps it down behind the net. Shakopee flings it around. No, Kester keeps though. Shakopee fails to clear. Now they get it out and send it up ahead across the red line, where Chaska recovers and the Sabres will come off for a line change. Bronson works through traffic, comes across the red line, now into the Shakopee zone. He flings one on net, blocked away by Benjamin Titcomb. Back and forth hockey so far here. The big body of Luke Schmitz out of the ice goes right through Sully Schulle, and he dumps it down. Shakopee will get a wholesale change off. 15:43 to go. Kester falls to the ice. He's slow to get up. Looks like he'll be fine though. Stark has to come off as we'll get a penalty forthcoming here. Chaska with an extra man. Hawks are going to try to set it up. Magnuson and Shakopee touches up. We'll get the game's first penalty against the Sabres. And quickly to the penalty box, Luke Schmidt, the junior, will serve 2 minutes.
So Chaska coming into this game with a 28.7% on that power play from the regular season. Visiting Shakopee Sabres with a 77.1 on their regular season penalty kill. So
Chaska special teams been a strong suit so far this year. 25 power play goals in that regular season. Face-off down to the left of Titcomb in net for Shakopee. Hawks win the face-off back to the blue line. Warner has it. Warner centers off. Just out of the reach of Brett Pitlick, however. Now on the far half wall, Pitlick sends it in, deflected out in front. Warner tries to recover. Now Magnuson's down there with him helping out. Battle along the boards. Bronson slings it out. Pitlick centers off. Magnuson wasn't ready for it. Kester keeps his own to the blue line. Hawks tap power play unit on right now. Pitlick flings a rip right over the head of Benjamin Titcomb. Got the glove up in time to knock it away. Now Bronson as Chaska keeps his own. Hawks possessing the puck well so far in the early minutes of this hockey game. Bronson behind the net. Centers it off. Warner right off the stick of Ben Titcomb. And Shakopee stays unscathed. Sabres clear. They come down with numbers now. David Baguette battles for it as half this penalty has been killed off. It's a tripping penalty to number 18, Luke Schmidt. Chaska gets it back now behind their netminder, Jack Stark, and he'll come up with a minute left on the penalty rush, and Rhett Pitlick has it. He trips over the blue line, but Benz recovers for Chaska. Benz flings one in just wide of Titcomb. Now Kester back out at the Shakopee blue line. Kester drives in, looks for a centering option. Doesn't find anything. Now there's Umscheid out in front. That one's deflected, though, by a Shakopee defender. Kester taps over for Shane Lavelle, the junior. Back up to the point for Kester. Future Golden Gopher, number 4, Mike Kester out there in white. There's Lavelle now, has an open shooting lane. Elects to go around with it. Shane Lavelle fires one in. It's loose out in front. Tapped away by the Sabres defense in the crease. 20 seconds left on the power play. Pitlick now. To the far half wall, bends. Now Lavelle centers off right through the wickets of Nick Umscheid. Barrett just fresh out of the ice off the bench. Fires one in. Goes wide of Titcomb though. Hawks still possessing the puck as Shakopee kills off the first power play. As the puck comes clear and right out of the penalty box, Luke Schmidt taps the puck away from Mike Kester. 5-on-5 hockey. 13:22 to go. Chaska dumps and we'll get a line change off. Shakopee recovers down behind their own net. Alex McCarville has it for them, and here comes number 26, Austin McNeil. McNeil into the zone. He's outnumbered though. Flings one high just over Jack Stark, who came out of his crease for Chaska. Hawks come away with it. 13 minutes and change here as Shane Lavelle flings the puck up into the neutral zone. Forward with it. Matthew Loisy gives it up for Schmidt. Schmidt fires one just over the blocker of Stark. McCarville now back in his own zone for Shakopee. Turns it over. Bauer-Berry sends it in, and Chaska has to touch up. Sully Schully was offside, but they do so, but it allows the Shakopee to get the puck back. Lascelles for Shakopee goes tape to tape. They turn it over though. Bronson on the red line flings it down, and behind the net Chaska will get a change off. Schully comes through for Chaska, and Shakopee comes up with it. Colin Williams up and through. Icing forthcoming here, and a whistle with 12:20 to go. Fast-paced hockey game so far, Taylor.
Yeah, the Shakopee Sabres, number 7 seed coming in this game, coming out strong. They're wanting this upset. They're coming out. I don't think Chaska was expecting this, to be honest. So
good crowd on hand for Shakopee tonight, as well as Chaska. Hawks trying to reach the section semifinal for the second time in the last 2 years. They downed Eden Prairie a year ago in this game. Blaine Werner, obviously, with the historic overtime winner for Chaska in their first ever Section 2 AA win. Hawks trying to reach that semifinal on Saturday at Braemar Arena, should they win this game. McDonald with a steal along the near wall. He falls to the sheet, though, and turns it over. Shakopee gets it back. Brose has it. Brose turns it over. Warner applies a body in the neutral zone, and the Hawks get it back. Now McDonald fumbling with it on the Hawk logo at center ice. He turns it over, and here comes Starvos for Shakopee. Starvos on, right into the glove of Jack Stark. He makes his second save of the night. 11:44 to go. Ball square. No goals yet to this game, and a packed barn at the Chaska Community Center. Quickly off the draw. Linesman drops it with speed. Chaska comes away, and Lavelle's up with it. Lavelle has a 2-on-1. Lavelle fires, blockered away by Titcomb. Puck sent up ahead along the glass. Shakopee forward with it now. Roeder into the offensive zone. Right on Stark, who sticks it away. Barrett in the corner battling for the Hawks. Lavelle flings it out. Chaska with a 2-on-2. Bends into the zone. He's got Lavelle. Dumps it back. Barrett turns it over, however, and Nick Umscheid puts a big body on number 17, Ben Starvos, at neutral ice, and Starvos returns the favor right along the scorer's box. Now Pakala up ahead with it for the Sabres. A big body out there in red and black. Schully applies a big hit at neutral ice. It's clean, though. McDonald fires one up. It goes off the stick of Benjamin Titcomb up into the rafters and out of play. A couple big hits on that last rush.
Yeah, this game getting critical physical here, and they're getting shots on net. This Shakopee goalie, Benjamin Titcomb, the junior, he's making these initial saves, but he's unsure of where these rebounds are going. They're going left and right, and he's having some troubles here tracking that puck.
Sabres win the draw in their own zone. They clear it down behind Stark. Kester down there to recover, though. Puck sent down to the neutral zone. Shakopee with it. Austin McNeil passes it back down behind Stark, where Luke Schmidt recovers for Shakopee. 10:30 to go here in period number 1. Puck loose behind the Hawks net. Now it's finally recovered by Luke Schmidt. Back out to the point. Matt Lucelle flings one wide. Austin McNeil gets the rebound. Unable to keep it though. Now it's centered off. Schmidt fires wide of Stark. Now back in the corner. Brunson takes a big hit on number 19, Matthew Morrow, and Brunson will be sent off. 2 minutes for a cross check. Sabres' first power play of the night comes with 10:13 to go. They're only 11% on the advantage this year. Chaska kills them off at 88% of the time. Another note, Taylor, Chaska special teams-wise, Hawks have 12 short-handed goals on the season.
Yeah, when you get this short-handed special teams for Chaska, you got this speed of Ovell and Pitlick. I beg to differ, but those might be two of the fastest guys in state.
Just as you say that, Pitlick gets a turnover. He's got Titcomb to beat. Pitlick fires and scores! A short-handed goal for Chaska, and they're up 1-0 on the Sabres. Red Pitlick, number 29 on the year for the junior.
As I was saying, Ryan, the speed of Brett Pitlick there.
Brett Pitlick took the puck right from the defensive zone, had one man to beat. It was the netminder Ben Titcomb, and he put it right under his glove side. And it's a 1-0 hockey game. Chaska up here early. Short-handed goal number 13 on the year for Chaska. Here comes McAllister Doze. He fires wide of Stark at the back of the net. Puck fumbles right off the referee. Looks like it hit him right in the leg, but he stays up. And with 1:30 left on the penalty to Brunson, Shakopee comes back down, flings it up into the mesh netting. 9:34 on the game clock. 1:22 to go in the power play. Chaska, as I said, 13th power play goal of the year. Comes from Rhett Pitlick at 10:04 of the first period. Draw to the right of Jack Stark in net for Chaska. Sabres win it back to the point. Shane Lavelle, fancy stick work to poke it away, however. Officially, it'll go as Pitlick unassisted. Now Olmshad comes down for Chaska. Olmshad fires and he scores! An absolute rifle from Nick Olmshad! Beats Ben Titcomb right under the glove again, and Chaska's up 2-0. Two short-handed goals from the Hawks in a matter of 30 seconds. Wow! Chaska scores short-handed goals, 13 and 14 on the year. And it's a 2-0 lead for the number 2 seed, Chaska Hawks. Nick Olmshad, number 11 on the year for the junior. And Shakopee will call their timeout. With 9:21 to go in the first period and 1:09 to go in the power play, Chaska has 2 shorthanded goals and leads Shakopee 2-0. We'll be right back on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network.
GSH Asset Management is a proud sponsor of the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Based in the heart of Chaska, GSH is your one-stop shop for all of your wealth management needs. Visit us online at gshassetmanagement.com or call today at 952-556-1311. GSH Asset Management, building strategies for your financial future.
There's a better, brighter day ahead for patients who visit St. Francis Rehabilitative Services.
9:21 to go in period number 1. Chaska, after the Bronson penalty, has scored 2 short-handed goals, both right under the glove of junior Benjamin Titcomb in net for Shakopee, and the Hawks have a 2-0 lead on the Sabres here in the Section 2AA finals, or quarterfinals rather. Fresh out of the Shakopee timeout, the Sabres lose the puck down in their own zone. Lavelle comes to apply a big body, and Shakopee recovers, however, up forward with it, into the zone. Austin McNeil centers, pushes Kester right into his netminder. We go under 9 minutes here in the first period. Shane Lavelle comes down for Chaska, pokes it away right behind the net of Shakopee. And that'll allow the Sabres to recover as the Hawks will get a line change off. Shakopee tries to rush, turns it over, however. Kester flutters it away. Now it's a turnover on Kester. Roeder out in front, loose puck in front of Stark, and Shakopee scores! A loose puck out in front. Found its way in right underneath Jack Stark, and Shakopee cuts the lead in half. A power play goal for the Sabres. So the lead cut in half. 8:40 to go. We'll see who the goal is officially credited to. It was a loose puck out in front of Stark, and somebody chipped it in right past the Chaska netminder, and it's a 2-1 game. Number 8 on the season for McAllister Doze, it officially goes to. 8:20 to go in the first period. Billy Bronson flings it up down towards the Shakopee goal, and we get icing here. A face-off will come to the right of Jack Stark. Shots are 6-4 in favor of Chaska here. About halfway through this first period from the Chaska Community Center. Hawks will come out with the top forward line. Also the top D line. 5-on-5 hockey here. All 3 goals in this game have been special teams. Chaska's 2 were both short-handed. Shakopee's was a power play goal. All 3 of them on that last penalty to Billy Bronson. 8:05 left off the draw. Chaska wins it back. Kester behind his netminder. Sabres fling it out in front. It's loose in front of Stark again. Puck put on by Ben Stavros. Stark was there to chest it away, however. Under 8 here in the first period. Blaine Warnert skates ahead for Chaska. He flubs it up ahead to Mike Kester. Now Warnert into the zone. Blaine Warnert fires on. Glove save by Ben Titcomb. Last time these two teams met, February 3rd, 2014. Shakopee won that one 5-2. Chaska's goal scorers Austin Hardy and Cade Gersich. In that game, there were 15 total penalties. Different story here tonight, however. Chaska on the board first, up 2-1 in this hockey game. Forward with it. Schmidt up ahead for Shakopee. He dekes out Nick Olmscheid. Schmidt fires. Walkered away and covered up by Jack Stark for Chaska. So Chaska's goals coming from Pitlick and Olmscheid, both short-handed. Shakopee's power play goal from McAllister Doze, the freshman, and it's a 2-1 hockey game as we stand right now. If you're just joining us, thanks for tuning in. We've got Section 2AA quarterfinal hockey from the Chaska Community Center. I'm Ryan Paul, and we're back in play. Shakopee possesses it in the zone now. Ethan Benz comes to attempt and clear for Chaska. McAllister Doze tries to fire one back on. It was blocked down in front, though. Magnuson recovers for Chaska, and he'll fling it around back. Lavelle has it here now for Chaska on the far wall. Lavelle skates right past David Baguette. Turns it over, though, and Shakopee's Doze dumps it back in. Doze been a big presence out there for a freshman here in the early going of this hockey game. Magnuson works it through. Cross to Lavelle now. Backed over to Barrett now in the corner. Chaska turning it over in the defensive zone here. Quite a lot so far tonight. Hawks now clear the zone and lose it out for Shakopee again. Starvo's behind that. 6:38 to go. First period. Shakopee still handling the zone well here. McNeil flings one on. Chaska fails to clear, and now they get it out of the zone. Magnuson dumps down, and Chaska will all come off for a change with the exception of number 10, Owen Thomas, who stays on to attack for Chaska. Sabres get the puck back, flung up ahead off the near wall. Schmidt up into the zone. Schmidt fires on. It goes high up in towards the rafters, batted down though by a Sabre, and comes back out to the point. They can't hold the zone, and Matt Lucelle has to come back out and touch up for Shakopee. 6:05 to go, first period here. Stark stomps it up behind his back of his net. Olmscheid tries to clear for Chaska. Now Barry flings it out for the Hawks. Recovered there by the Sabres. Austin McNeil with it. McNeil on the D zone. Slings it up ahead. Schmidt sends it up for McNeil. McNeil into the zone on Stark. He was tripped and falls into Stark. Those two tied up in the crease, and the puck stays in the Chaska zone. Hawks block it out in front. It was a shot off the stick of Ostertag. Now Kester through the legs. Beautiful move. Kester fires. It was blockered away by Titcomb. A beautiful through the legs stick move by Mike Kester. Almost put him up 3-1, but Titcomb was in the way. Here comes Pitlick now. He tries to avoid contact, but he turns it over instead. Dahlson into the zone. He's outnumbered. Nobody else there to help him. Chaska tries to clear it out. Sabres keep the zone. Ostertag flings it behind Stark in net. Kester pats it away. Warner off to Magnuson now. Near side, Magnuson loses it. Barrett's there though for Chaska. 4:50 to go, first period. Pitlick up into the zone, stolen away. Bros with a fancy stick move. Here comes Shakopee now. Schmidt's up into the zone. Nice defensive play by Calvin Barrett to get him off the puck. Chaska tries to clear. They do. Warner up ahead with it. Dahlson pokes it back down behind Stark though. Puck possession at a premium here in the last couple minutes. Nice stick play by Barrett in the corner to poke it free for Chaska. The Hawks fail to clear though, and at the point McCarville has it. McCarville fires, blocked out in front by Bronson. Another shot in, just off the back wall. 4:16 to go. Shakopee, 8 shots so far. Stark saves all but one of them. A wraparound attempt from the Sabres. It's loose out in front. Knocked away by Barrett, and Shakopee keeps his own though. Sabres really pressuring Chaska on the offensive side here. 4 minutes to go, first period. Chaska finally able to get it out of the zone after a solid minute or so of straight attack from Shakopee. The Sabres clear, or the Chaska Hawks clear rather. McCarville re-enters. He's checked off of it though. Starvo sends it behind. Olmscheid steals it away. Now a big body applied. McDonald was poked off his stick, and Chaska has a 3-on-1. Benz has Kester with him. Benz waits up, fires, a nice save by Ben Titcomb as he was falling on his back. Benz had a couple of options to dump it off. He decided to shoot it himself. Doesn't pay off as Ben Titcomb makes a nice falling save. .3:32 to go, 1-goal game. Draw one back by Shakopee in their own zone. Bros has it. He sends it up ahead to Schmidt. Now Schmidt up ahead, Wilkie. Wilkie checked off of it. Big body applied by Lavelle in neutral zone. Kester up ahead, flings it up into the stands. It goes out of play, just missing a spectator. Off the stick and up into the bleachers. 3:12 to go, first period. A very fast-paced opening frame of hockey from the Chaska Community Center here in the 2 seed versus the 7 seed of Class 2, Section 2. Olmscheid to draw at center ice for Chaska. He loses it back. Bros wins for the Sabres. Kester can't hold it. Puck comes down behind Stark. Kester stomps up hard. He's attacked behind the net. Charlie Erickson tries to clear but turns it over. Schmidt out in front. Chakopee's offside. Puck just fluttered out of the zone. Jackson Bros tapped it. The referee caught it, or the linesman caught it rather, and we'll get a neutral zone face-off. Worth noting, 4 officials out there for section play, 2 linesmen, 2 referees. Shots are 9 apiece, with under 3 to play here on Thursday Night Hockey on the CHBN. Thomas wins the draw for Chaska in the neutral ice, or the neutral zone. Up ahead, Magnuson across the Hawk logo at center. Chaska setting it up. Into the zone, Barrett. Behind the net, he's bodied off. Tie up in the corner. Chaska wins it away. Barrett had a centering look. It was blocked out in front though. Now Barrett gets it back to the point. Magnuson fires in, looked for a deflection. Thomas failed to get a stick on though. Now Scully behind the net for Chaska. Loose puck out in front of Titcomb, and the referee blows it dead. Bodies flying all over the place after the whistle blows, and I think we're going to send off Thomas possibly, or they'll keep it 5-on-5. It is going to stay 5-on-5. 2:23 to go in period number 1. An action-packed first period, and the Hawks have a 1-goal lead. Face-off will come to the glove side. That's left side of Ben Titcomb in net for Shakopee. Blaine Warner will draw for Chaska. Warner wins away to the point for Barrett. Barrett rips it down into the corner. Chaska will chase. Magnuson has it. He tries to center off. It was blocked out by a Shakopee defender, however. And the Sabres come away with it. They clear the zone and have a rush. Luke Schmidt whistles it up ahead. McNeil up in front of Stark. Didn't ever reach him, though. A deflection out in front. Now Pitlick comes away. He sends it up for McDonald. McDonald's short numbers. Shakopee unable to keep it, though. Pitlick out in front with Warner. Warner fires, and he scores! McDonald to Warner! And Chaska takes a 3-1 lead. The senior, Blaine Warner, goal number 26 on the year for the future Nebraska Omaha Maverick. The first even strength goal of the night comes with 1:52 to go in the first period. Chaska back up by 2. Warner stays on after scoring the goal. He tries to send it down. It was batted away, though, by a Shakopee defender at the blue line. 1:40 first period. Kester on the D side. Flings it up ahead. Pitlick has it. Pitlick turns it over. Now Shakopee dumps down for a change. 90 seconds to go in the first period. Brunson up ahead for Chaska. He finds McDonald streaking. McDonald behind the net. He stomps up. Falls to the sheet. Tripped up and the puck's loose out in front. Shakopee snags it away from danger, though, and they send it down. Icing waved off as it was touched at the red line. 1:08 to go. And now we get a whistle. A stoppage with 1:06 left. Face-off comes down to the stick side of Ben Titcomb. Draw one back by the Shakopee Sabres. 24 has it. That's Thomas Wilkie. A turnover in the neutral zone gives Chaska the puck back. Ben flings it down behind Titcomb and net for the Sabres. Now Magnuson, a clear look out in front. Didn't take it, though. Shakopee packing the crease. Hawks looking for an open shooting lane. Barrett fires one in. Tipped out in front by Benz. Fluttered just wide. Now Titcomb has to make a save off an awkward bounce off of one of his own defenders, and Chaska unable to keep the zone with 30 seconds left. Puck comes out in the neutral area. Shane Lavelle loses it. Magnuson's there to dump for Chaska. 24 left in period number 1. Non-stop action here in the first 17 minutes of hockey. Barrett fires one. Never reached the goal, though. Joseph Roeder steals away. He's the only one on the ice as Shakopee is getting a change-off. He decides to dump it down, and Barrett will check that off the puck. 8 seconds left in period number 1. Magnuson slides it up ahead. Tapped away by Shakopee. 2 seconds remain, and we will head to the first intermission with the score, a 3-1 Chaska lead on Shakopee after 17 minutes of play. Scoring summary in the first period. 10:04 remaining. Rhett Pitlick unassisted on the shorthanded goal. And Nick Olmscheid scored shorthanded on the same power play, or on the same penalty, but Calvin Barrett gets the assist on that one. Just 30 seconds later, McAllister Doze, the freshman, scored on the power play. Assist to Joseph Roeder, and then with 1:52 to go in the period, Blaine Warner scores for Chaska and makes it 3-1. The apple goes to Ethan McDonald. After 17 minutes of play from the Chaska Community Center, the Hawks lead 3-1. Shots are 10-9 in favor of Chaska. We'll step aside, and when we come back, Greg Erickson will be with us for the intermission report. Don't go anywhere. This is Section Hockey on CHBN.
I'm Blaine Warner. Sit back and relax and watch some boys hockey on CHBN.
GSH Asset Management is a proud sponsor of the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Based in the heart of Chaska, GSH is your one-stop shop for all of your wealth management needs. Visit us online at gshassetmanagement.com or call today at 952-556-1311. GSH Asset Management, building strategies for your financial future.
There's a better, brighter day ahead for patients who visit St. Francis Rehabilitative Services. Our wide-ranging, innovative, and compassionate care offers adults and children the services and support that inspire them to a higher quality of life. Among our services is our comprehensive sports medicine program, specializing in preventing, diagnosing, and treating sports-related injuries, helping you return to the activities that fuel your passion. St. Francis Rehabilitative Services.
And we are back from the Chaska Community Center after one period of play. Chaska leads Shakopee 3-1. We bring in Chaska rink announcer Greg Erickson. Now you've heard him on the broadcast earlier this year. Greg, what did you see down there at ice level?
Well, I'll tell you what, Shakopee came to play. Shakopee has been beating Chaska to several pucks. They've got a big step in their, they've got a giddy up in their go. There is no doubt about that. They did not come in here as the 7th seed saying, woe is me. They came in here saying, we want Tonka. And in fact, that was the chant that their student section was cheering before the game started, we want Tonka. And if it weren't for a couple of shorthanded goals that the Hawks scored, again, special teams playing a big role for this team. If it weren't for those two, it would be a very closer contest than it is. I mean, you look at shots on goal, Chaska has 10, Shakopee has 9. Really, the only difference are those two shorthanded goals, and that, once again, is just the speed of some of the key players on this team, namely Rhett Pitlick, who basically had an unassisted goal. He was flying down that rink, and the goalie had zero chance. Benjamin Kikholm had zero chance against Rhett on that play.
Well, I know we've mentioned it a lot on the broadcast this year, but Chaska's special teams has really won them a lot of games down lately. Chaska scores shorthanded goals number 13 and 14 on the season. That is a remarkable rate through 25 games.
Yeah, I don't know what the percentage is, but we should try to get our crack staff on that one. But
coming into the game, Chaska was 19% shorthanded goals. Shakopee comes into the game 11% on the power play.
1 in 5 versus 1 in 10. So you can just kind of see the disparity there. And a lot of it just has to do with the big playability from the major guns that are the Chaska Hawks. That second one, frankly, was a beautiful goal scored by Olmscheid, right?
Yep.
So that wasn't an instance necessarily. That was just a gutty, grinded out type goal. Kept it in our zone for quite a while. We were pressuring in the offensive zone.
Yep.
And a couple of nifty passes down there. And but again, this Shakopee team came to play, and we're talking about it in the scorers table, and it's like they're skating hard. They're getting the pucks. They're winning puck battles. They're taking it away from us. You know what they're also doing is they're jumping our passing lanes. I think maybe some of them have been watching CHBN broadcasts over the last several months, or they maybe went back and looked at all of them within the last few days. They know what we're going to do. Yep. So it's not a secret. The way we chipped the puck to get it out of our zone, we had a real hard time getting it out of our defensive zone. Yep. And then they were jumping in the passing lanes in the neutral zone, taking everything away, and it was really hard for us to gain anything. But I do expect Dave Snuggerud and the other coaches on this staff to make some adjustments and make sure that this is a bit more of a comfortable game for the Hawks.
You did feel like
right now.
Chaska was a little on edge in that first period. Shakopee possessed the puck in their offensive zone a lot more than we've seen Chaska's recent opponents.
Well, and not
of late.
Not only that, but they're the ones that took the timeout, and yet they might have been down on the board, but they were kind of up in everything else, to be honest. I don't know what you guys have been talking about or what you've been saying, but Stark is looking a little shaky. He's letting a lot of rebounds out.
I think the Shakopee goal was a loose puck out in front. I think it was just padded in by a Shakopee.
I was in the scorers table with Mike Kester's dad, and we both agreed that he definitely gave that one up. He coughed that puck up just to the left side of the goal, and he was trying to do an outlet pass, and his stick went right over the puck, and we've seen him do that a few times this year. So something I'm sure he's going to want to clean up as a player, but that just left the puck right on the doorstep, and Shakopee was able to easily convert, and that was their only goal. So frankly, their only goal of the game here so far is off of a pretty big mistake by Chaska.
I think both goaltenders have had pretty shaky first periods. They gave both guys, Ben Titcomb in for Shakopee and Jack Stark for Chaska, both gave up some juicy rebounds that opening 17 minutes.
You bet they did. They did not corral the puck. And there's, it's starting to bang out in front a little bit. Guys are starting to throw their weight around. So, well, I better hit it. They're done surfacing the ice. And thanks for letting me chime in here, and we'll see you after 2.
Chaska Community Center rink announcer Greg Erickson for joining us in between periods. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll play the middle frame of hockey here on Section 2AA quarterfinal night in Chaska. We'll be right back.
GSH Asset Management is a proud sponsor of the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Based in the heart of Chaska, GSH is your one-stop shop for all of your wealth management needs. Visit us online at gshassetmanagement.com or call today at 952-556-1311. GSH Asset Management, building strategies for your financial future.
There's a better, brighter day ahead for patients who visit St. Francis Rehabilitative Services. Our wide-ranging, innovative, and compassionate care offers adults and children the services and support that inspire them to a higher quality of life. Among our services is our comprehensive sports medicine program, specializing in preventing, diagnosing, and treating sports-related injuries, helping you return to the activities that fuel your passion. St. Francis Rehabilitative Services.
And we return from the Chaska Community Center. We're getting ready for the second period of hockey here on Section 2AA quarterfinal night from Chaska at the Community Center. It's the Hawks and Sabres doing battle in round number 1. These two teams playing for a spot in the semifinal on Saturday in Braemar Arena. Say, we want to update you around the section. Chanhassen is currently losing to, who are they playing, Taylor? Prior Lake?
Chanhassen's playing Eden Prairie.
Chanhassen, Eden, okay, that's right. So Chaska will get the winner of that game. The winner of this game will play the winner of that game. Chanhassen is trailing Eden Prairie 3-0 after one period. And then our other update is Shakopee, or check that, Minnetonka up 4-0 on New Prague with 16 minutes left in the second period. So we will try to update you on the other section game, Prior Lake in their section game as well. But back on the ice now for us, and Chaska and Shakopee are 3-1 after one period. There were 3 special teams goals in that first period. And we are back playing hockey here as Chaska will move left to right as we begin the second frame. A quick stoppage as Ben Titcomb covers up as the puck flutters down towards his crease, and he just covers up for safety. Just underway, a face-off to the right of the junior Ben Titcomb. So far, saves 6, check that, 7 out of 10. Allowed in 3 goals. Kester centers it off. Nobody home for Chaska. Quickly off the draw that was. Shakopee dumps it down. Puck deflected at the red line. Comes down right into the glove of Jack Stark, and we will get a face-off to the right of the Chaska sophomore netminder. Again, Ryan Paul with you. Appreciate Greg Erickson joining us in between periods. You've also got Taylor Hansen on the call tonight. From a packed barn here at the CCC. Warner to draw for Chaska. He loses it back. Shakopee been winning a handful of faceoffs tonight. Now the Sabres have the puck. Bronson applies a body in the corner. There's a tie-up down on the near half wall. Bronson pokes it free. Now Warner comes in to help out. Centered puck out in front. Austin McNeil looks for a teammate to poke one through. Never reached anybody though, and Chaska comes away with it. Now McDonald into the Shakopee zone. Warner comes away as McDonald's checked off the puck. Out to the point for Barrett. Barrett slings it back into the corner where Warner's waiting for it. It's loose on front, hit off the post, the back iron, and somehow made its way out in front of Titcomb. No damage done though. Shakopee keeps his own. Now Bros fires, blocked by Kester. He laid out and stopped that one from reaching Stark. Veteran move from the Chaska senior captain. Now Kester comes down with it for Chaska offensively. He powers it up ahead where McDonald taps it down to the Shakopee zone. Chaska will get a forward change off, and Shakopee comes back down with it. Schmitz into the zone. Dumps it behind Stark, and Stark covers up for a stoppage. Bodies get tied up behind the net after the whistle. Nothing coming of it though with 15:27 to go in the middle period. Faced off to the right side of Chaska's Jack Stark. He asked for a second as the net was off of its post. And that causes a brief delay, but now we will have the face-off. Holmscheid loses it back to Shakopee's Pakala. Centered puck, nobody home for the Sabres. Tie up in the corner, Roeder for Shakopee, taps it away. Big hit in the corner applied by Magnuson. Chucks Roeder off the puck. Shakopee keeps his own though. Worked into the corner once again. Big body colliding here on the near half wall. Lavelle involved there, and he pokes it free. Here comes Chaska now. Magnuson steals it away. He lets it kick off his stick. He booted it up ahead and battles for it now. He wins it back, actually. A nice play from Will Magnuson to get the puck back. He dumps it back behind to Benz, who sends it out to the point for Bronson. Bronson fires one in. Juicy rebound given up by Ben Titcomb. Nothing coming of it, though. Chaska holds his own with 14:35. Benz wraps around. Tapped away, though, by a Shakopee defender. Back out to the point for Bronson. He sends it over to Kester as an open lane on the near wing. Kester centers off. Benz had an open net. Good defensive play by Luke Schmitz, who tapped it out of the center. Whistle and a high stick coming here with 14-17 left, and that'll give us a break. Face-off going to come down nearest Stark. And now they're going to send it back down near Titcomb. There was some confusion amongst the officials there as to where the draw would be happening. And now it's been decided that it will be in the Shakopee zone to the left of Benjamin Titcomb. Pitlick, Olmscheid, and Warner. The tallies for Chaska. Doze for Shakopee as there's some premature movement in the face-off circle. We'll re-drop the puck with 14-17 to go. Barry draws for the Hawks. He wins it back to his partner, Sully Shully. Bronson gets the puck in the neutral zone. It was flubbed out by Shakopee. Hawks have to touch up. Shully does just that. Hawks third line on now. Shully behind the net. Has a centering option for Thomas. Now it's out to the point. Bronson. Bronson over to Kester. Hawks top D line on. Kester fires one over the crossbar. Just under 14 minutes to play. Second period. Shakopee comes away out of the zone now. In the neutral area. Chaska ties him up there though. Starvos into the zone. He's pushed off by Shully. Nice play by the Chaska sophomore. Kester bodied down hard behind the net of Stark. He eventually wins the puck battle though. Turns it over right in front of the net. Batted away by Sully Shully to relieve any Chaska worries. Shakopee comes off for 5-man change now. Bronson has it and he'll reset for Chaska. Hawks defense on a long shift right now. Kester and Bronson low on gas. Kester has it though in the neutral zone. He taps it up. Right off the boards to himself. Chaska catches Shakopee in a change. Barry up ahead. Barry fires. Good save with the blocker by Ben Titcomb. Loose puck. Chaska keeps his own. McDonald's checked off and Shakopee pushes out. Whistle coming. And a hand pass with under 13. Face-off down to the right of Jack Stark for Chaska. Shots are 12-11, pretty even so far. Chaska has the one-shot advantage. As Blaine Warner comes in to do the face-off. McNeil going against him in the dot. One straight forward by McNeil. A shot on Stark was blocked away. Barrett on the defensive for Chaska. Sends it up ahead. Warner has it. He turns it over though. Lots of turnovers so far, even in the neutral zone here. Chaska and Shakopee still struggling to possess the puck after we had a very fast-paced first period. Pitlick, a one-timer right over the head of Ben Titcomb after he stuck it away with his blocker. A good chance. Warner had a perfect centering opportunity to Rhett Pitlick as the puck flies over the crossbar and out of play. Neutral zone draw. Warner for Chaska. Colin Williams for Shakopee. Shakopee wins another faceoff. Chaska's Pitlick gets it back though. Magnuson blew a tire at the blue line and it allows Shakopee to dump off. Down behind Stark, Chaska resets their rush. Turns it over however, and now Shakopee out in front. A good shot and a save by Ben Titcomb. It was a turnover and led to a Luke Schmidt shot. Stark was there to save the day though. Now the puck caroms up behind the half wall. And now onto the end wall. Chaska struggling to clear the zone here. Shakopee back with it. Dalzin check that. Jabs it out. Chaska fails to clear again. Now a backhand opportunity right off. Dalzin fires. Blocked down front. Never reached Stark. Chaska finally clears and McDonald's going to race and try to wave off icing. And they do just that. McDonald wins the battle of the puck. And behind the Shakopee net, McDonald has it. Now McDonald for Chaska in the corner. Looks for a couple options. Off the back wall. Pitlick spins around. Tries to center. There was a net in the way though. He put it right off the back of the twine. And with 11:30 to go, Shakopee gets it back and will try to clear. Up ahead, Losell. Shakopee's offside. Now they turn it over and Benz has a breakaway. Benz with one gotta beat. It's Titcomb. Benz comes down. Benz backhand off the post! And they put it back and score! And no, they wave it off. They say the net came dislodged. Ethan Benz had a wonderful move as he was driving on the breakaway against Titcomb. He put his backhand shot off the post. Titcomb fell into the crossbar, which caused the net to become dislodged, and the referee's wave off Chaska's put back goal that would have put him ahead 3. Instead, it stays a 3-1 hockey game with 11:10 to go in the second period. Dave Snuggerud gets an explanation, which he's not going to like. The Chaska fans thought it was a clean goal, but I think it was probably the right call, as the net looked like it came off the peg prior to Chaska putting it in the back of the net. Hawks get an offensive zone face-off now. They center it off. Umscheid with a rip. It was blocked in front, though. Now Charlie Erickson keeps his own. Lavelle sends it down to the corner. Pitlick avoids contact. Now he's tied up. Pitlick with it. Backhands it out to the point for Erickson. Erickson flubs one in. Just wide of the net. Pitlick sends it off to Bronson at the point, and it's a turnover. Chaska has to touch up as they dump it in. Puck comes out of play into the Chaska bench. It hit off of the linesman and fluttered into the Chaska bench area. 10:42 to go. Second period. Shots are even at 12. Neutral zone face-off in front of the Chaska bench. One away by the Hawks, Owen Thomas. Now Sully Sholey sends it ahead for Chaska. Barry applies a big check at the blue line, and they turn it over, though. Jake Pakala pokes it away. Hawks back with it, however. Barry lets it fly right under his stick. He dumps it down, and Owen Thomas is there to regather for Chaska. In the corner, Thomas checked into the boards. Now John Starkey on the ice, flings it up ahead to himself. Centers off. Just batted away, though. Barry over to Kester on the near side point. Into the corner, Sully. Poked away from him behind the net. Thomas in the corner now for Chaska. Shakopee steals it away. It's David Baguette who has it, and now Jake Pakala possesses for Shakopee. He flings it up into the Chaska bench, and we'll get a face-off in the Shakopee zone just to the left side of Ben Titcomb. 9:53 to go. 3-1. Shot still even at 12. Blaine Warner to draw for Chaska in the Shakopee zone. Sabres win it back again. Hawks struggling in the faceoff dot so far tonight. Loose puck behind the Shakopee bench. Pitlick falls to the sheet. We'll get a penalty coming up, and Hawks will go back on the power play as Rhett Pitlick was tripped. Hawks 0 for 1 on the advantage tonight on the season. 28% have 25 power play goals coming into the night, and we will send off number 13, Tristan Dalzin. 2 minutes, it's a tripping penalty. So back to the power play. We've already had 3 special teams goals tonight. Shakopee clears right off the draw with another face-off win, and that'll run some time off of this man advantage for Chaska. Down to chase Kester is Joseph Roeder. Chaska, however, has numbers, and Pitlick up ahead with speed. Sends it for Warner. It was out of his reach. Now Warner chases. Icing coming up, and they blow the whistle with 9:23 to go. Icing, as Pitlick's pass was just out of the reach of Chaska captain Blaine Warner. So a face-off down to the stick side of Jack Stark. 1:41 to go on the penalty to Dalzin. Sophomore sitting for a trip. Warner back in the dot for Chaska. He goes against the freshman Doze. Doze, Shakopee's only goal scorer tonight. Scored that power play goal back in the first period. Kester off the Chaska win. Sends up ahead. Pitlick with a lot of speed. Pitlick fires in. Juicy rebound out in front. Batted away by Losell. Out in front for Shakopee. Pitlick quickly regains the puck, though. He centers off. Tried for Warner. Batted away, though. Chaska keeps his own. Now Warner out at center ice as Shakopee clears, dumps it down towards Stark. Shakopee goes for a line change with 1:09 to go in the man advantage for Chaska. Kester in no rush as he has the puck, sends it up ahead. Warner now dumps back off for his fellow captain Mike Kester. Kester skates ahead, beats a couple Shakopee defenders. He drives in, centers away. Kester off to Pitlick. He tried on the backhand. Let it fly right under his stick, though. Now Lavelle with a chance. Tries to find Pitlick streaking. Another tap away and a deflection out in front for Shakopee. Clears a Chaska scoring opportunity. 40 seconds left on the power play. 8:19 to go in the period. Barrett just onto the ice, sends it back for Chaska. Now centering off. Bends his pass is intercepted out in front again. Up to the point for Lavelle. Now Kester straight away. Kester taps it back. Lavelle drives in. Lavelle a slap. Didn't get all of it though as he shattered his stick. And with 20 seconds left, Chaska allows Shakopee to clear. Barrett has to retreat for Chaska. Kester now for Chaska drives in. They have a odd man rush. Kester through a lot of traffic. Tries to go to the backhand. Had it poked away from him though. 4 seconds remain on the advantage. Shakopee looking like they're going to kill this one off, and they will. We're playing 5-on-5 hockey. So Shakopee 2 for 2 on the PK tonight. Kester still with the puck, centers off. Chaska surely out in front. Glove down by Titcomb. Chaska, a couple good scoring opportunities on that man advantage. So an update around the section. Minnetonka leads New Prague 5-0 in the middle of the second period, and Eden Prairie leads Chanhassen 6-0. So it's looking like the high seeds will win those two games. The winner of this one will likely get Eden Prairie with them up 6-0 on Chanhassen. 7:34 to go in the second period. Back in this one. Hawks still with their third line out there. Puck sent down to the neutral zone for Shakopee, where Barry recollects for the Hawks. Barry sends it back to Senior Erickson. He avoids a check. Now Barry has it back. Out in front, Shakopee with a centering pass. Just under the stick of Joseph Ostertang. Puck flobbed up ahead into the neutral zone. Chaska clears. Glove down there by Losell. And now Chaska retreats. Out, icing waved off. Hawks will chase down Barry with speed down in behind the net for Chaska. Shully on a long shift, sends it out to the defense at the point. Magnuson a fire in, stuck away by Titcomb. Hawks applying the pressure here. Even strength after they failed to score on the man advantage for the first two opportunities of this game. Hawks have two shorthanded goals tonight though. Here comes Losell now. He centers off. Williams' shot blocked away by Stark for Chaska. Back out to the point. Losell's shot gloved down by the sophomore Jack Stark for his 15th save of the night. We will update you on that Holy Family Prior Lake game momentarily. That's the only section score that we don't have at the moment. Again, Tonka and Eden Prairie both up big on New Prague and Chanhassen respectively. Loose puck in the neutral zone, back on the ice in this one. Jackson Bros sends up ahead for Shakopee. He turns it over though to Bronson. Now Kester has it out in front of his own net. Warner up ahead for Chaska. Warner loses it. McDonald tries to recover for Chaska. Ostertag pokes it away though. They get caught up near the linesman, and the puck flings itself out into the neutral zone. A tie up right nearest us is sent back around. Bronson clears for Chaska. Kester dumps it down. Pitlick taps it in to avoid icing with under 6 to go. Pitlick with speed checks Ostertag off the puck. Now the Sabres with a 2-on-2 rush. Blaine Warner behind the net for Chaska. He pokes it out, fails to clear the zone. Luke Schmiss has it stolen away though by Kester. Kester flings it around the back wall, now on the near side. Tied up along the dashers here. Out in front, Dahlsen. Shot in on Stark. Blocked away. Warner comes out with the puck. Chaska clears. McDonald all by himself as he rushes. He's got Pitlick behind him, but he's checked into the boards and off the puck. Negates a Chaska rush. Dahlsen up ahead. 5:13 to go. Shakopee dumps it down, and they'll go for a 5-man change. Holy Family and Prior Lake tied at 0 through 1.5 periods. So the high seeds up in both of the Eden Prairie, or both Eden Prairie and Minnetonka up big, and Prior Lake and Holy Family knotted at 0 halfway through that second period. 5 minutes to go. Lavelle in. Lavelle scores! Lavelle with a wraparound goal. He beats Ben Titcomb right under the glove again, and it's 4-1 Chaska. Goal number 19 on the year for Shane Lavelle. Career goal number 54 for the junior. All of Chaska's big names getting involved tonight. Rhett Pitlick, Dick Olmscheid, Blaine Warner, and now Shane Lavelle, all with tallies in this section quarterfinal, and it gives Chaska a pretty 4-1 lead. Loose puck, Lavelle right off the draw again. Lavelle skates through a couple defenders for Shakopee, beats the traffic, but he loses it behind the net. And now the Sabres clear. Up ahead into the Chaska zone, McNeil with it. McNeil has it batted away by Barrett. And now Shakopee keeps the blue line, but Chaska ties him up there. Magnuson clears the zone up ahead for Ethan Benz. Benz loses it at the Hawk at center ice. Barrett checked from behind, sends it down deep in for Shakopee, or for Chaska rather. Benz now out in front. Ethan Benz wraps around and they score again! It's Ethan Benz! And it's 5-1 Chaska! Ethan Benz capitalizes on a turnover. And we'll get a goalie change for Shakopee after Benjamin Titcomb allows in goal number 5 on the night. Soren Peterson, the sophomore, will make his 17th appearance and replaces Ben Titcomb. So now Ethan Benz gets involved. Chaska, 5 different scorers tonight. Ethan Benz scores number 12 on the year. And it puts Chaska up ahead 5-1 with 4 minutes to go in period number 2. Here's Shully now. He's got a 3-on-1. Kester with him. Kester waits up out in front. Shully scores! Chaska absolutely peppering Shakopee. And it's 6-1 Hawks. The sophomore, Sully Shully, gets career goal number 5. Give the assist to Kester. And that extends Kester's point streak to 17 straight games with the assist. What a turn of events here in the middle of the second period. Shakopee changes goalies. Soren Peterson, just about a minute in to his stand in between the pipes for Shakopee, allows a goal in. And here comes Chaska again with a 3-on-1. Kester in, blocked away by Sorensen, and the net comes off. Just as Greg Erickson's announcing one goal, another one's being scored. And it's 6-1 Chaska. Sully Shully, the latest goal scorer, the sophomore, a big one for him. 3:37 remains, and the Hawks are out shooting Shakopee 19-15 with 3:37, as I said. Kester and Barry, the assists on that latest goal. Hawks win another face-off. Erickson daps it over for Bronson. Now back to the point for Erickson. Erickson beats a defender. Erickson, a slap shot, he scores! Charlie Erickson from the far wing! The senior scores his 3rd career goal, and it's 7-1 Chaska! Wow! Hawks have scored on their last 4 shots, all within just a couple of minutes with 3:30 to go. A complete turn of events in this hockey game, and the Hawks are up 6 goals on Shakopee in the second period. Wow. Charlie Erickson, career goal number 4 for the senior. Jack Stark makes his saves as we are back down in the Chaska zone for the first time in a while. Shakopee has a shot on. Wilkie blocked down by Bronson, and Chaska once again. A 3-on-2. Bronson stops up sharp. He dumps it down to the corner where McDonald will chase as we go under 3 minutes. McDonald wins the puck battle in the corner. Pitlick comes in to help out, but Shakopee clears with McAllister Doze. He dumps it back to his defense partner, Jackson Bros. Shakopee clears the zone. And Blaine Warner has it for Chaska at neutral ice. Warner sends up ahead. McDonald has Pitlick out with him. McDonald has it stolen away, though, by McAllister Doze with 2:38 to go. And Shakopee's David Baguette has his stick snapped. Causes a turnover, and we'll get a penalty. I believe we're going to get a slash. Pretty blatant slashing penalty caused the stick to snap. And Shakopee will go back on the power play where they are 1 for 1 tonight, but have allowed 2 shorthanded goals. It's Ethan McDonald to the box, a minor for slashing. 2:31 remain. While Taylor is working overtime next to me trying to type in all these goals for you, Chaska just keeps scoring, and now Down a Man will try to score their 3rd shorthanded goal of the night and their 15th of the season. Hawks clear the zone and draws off some time with this penalty. 2:14 to go in the second period. 1:41 to go in the penalty. Chaska looking at a Saturday matchup against Eden Prairie. Should all scores stand around the section. Eden Prairie holding a big lead on Chanhassen out over in Eden Prairie right now, and the Hawks obviously up big here on Shakopee. From the point, Roeder fires in on Stark. He makes a wonderful glove save, but draws it free. Now Lavelle comes down for Chaska. A full head of steam. Shane Lavelle into the zone. He has it poked away from him by Luke Schmidt. Now a turnover out in front. Lavelle gets it back. A sloppy play by the Shakopee defense. Lavelle being harassed on the far wall. Causes a turnover and Doze gets it back. Doze sends it away. Austin McNeil up ahead with it. McNeil up into the zone. McNeil wraps around Stark. Tries to go centering away, but Blaine Warner knocks it off for Chaska, and Pitlick comes down now for Chaska. Pitlick into the zone. Dumps off for future Gopher teammate Mike Kester. Kester wraps around. Stoned away, though, by a Shakopee defender. That was Joseph Roeder. Warner out in front. Looks for an open shooting lane. Warner fires. Blocked away by Peterson in net. 1:09 to go in the period, and 35 seconds left in the penalty to McDonald. Loose puck out in front. Shakopee fails to clear again. Kester had it just fall under a stick. Keeps his own, though, and now with under a minute to play in this period, Shakopee gets it back and gets to reset. Kester, however, capitalizes on a turnover. He sends it down into center ice, and Kester will come off for a change with 10 seconds left in the man advantage for Shakopee. 39 seconds left in the period. Shakopee, another defensive zone turnover. Pitlick out in front. Tried to center one off, but Warner was streaking, didn't have his stick. And with 26 seconds left, the penalty's been killed off. McDonald exits the box, straight to the bench. Now Bronson resets for Chaskas. They'll set up for one final rush. 15 ticks remain. Bronson up ahead. Centers off. McDonald fresh out of the ice. Watched a one-timer go right under his stick. Now McDonald once again centers off. Bronson scores! McDonald gave a beautiful feed to Billy Bronson right out in front of the crease, and he bangs it home with 5 seconds left, and it's an 8-1 Chaska lead. Everybody getting involved for Chaska tonight. Billy Bronson scores goal number 8 on the season. Eight to 1 Chaska with 3 seconds left. The second period will expire after an explosion from Chaska. They score 5 goals in the middle period and absolutely pepper the Shakopee goaltenders. Titcomb was replaced by Peterson. Chaska with 22 shots on goal. 8 of them have been goals. Shakopee 17. Just 1 goal on the board. Say, folks, we'll be right back with a second intermission report. Myself and Greg Erickson will give you the rundown of that action-packed middle frame. We'll be right back from the Chaska Community Center. Don't go anywhere. This is Section 2AA Hockey on CHBN.
I'm Captain Mike Kester, and you're watching Hawks Hockey on CHBN.
GSH Asset Management is a proud sponsor of the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Based in the heart of Chaska, GSH is your one-stop shop for all of your wealth management needs. Visit us online at gshassetmanagement.com or call today at 952-556-1311. GSH Asset Management, building strategies for your financial future.
There's a better, brighter day ahead for patients who visit St. Francis Rehabilitative Services. Our wide-ranging, innovative, and compassionate care offers adults and children the services and support that inspire them to a higher quality of life. Among our services is our comprehensive sports medicine program, specializing in preventing, diagnosing, and treating sports-related injuries, helping you return to the activities that fuel your passion. St. Francis Rehabilitative Services.
Yep.
Welcome back from the Chaska Community Center, where we are in the middle of the second and third period. An eventful second period, to say the least. Chaska absolutely blows up, scoring 5 goals in the middle frame. We'll welcome back Greg Erickson now, who was just hustled up here from the scorer's box. Greg, you seem bewildered.
I'm out of breath. Of course, that could have something to do with the fact that I'm fat, but I'm not sure. But holy cow, I'm sitting there announcing goals, and I hear cheers in the stands. We scored another one. That happened at least 3 times in that period. You know, we only scored 2 more than we did in the first period, but I'll have to be honest, it seemed like it was an absolute onslaught for the Hawks.
Chaska had it, before you go on, Chaska had 8 different guys score tonight.
8 different guys in 8 goals. That is amazing, especially with the star power of this team. But what I love about this team is that the quarterbacking of the main guys. And I'm not going to harp on the main guys again, but the quarterbacking ability to find the open man. I mean, you had Lavelle, Benz, you had Sully Sholey, the sophomore.
Charlie Erickson, Billy
Charlie
Bronson
Erickson
were all
with only
the
his
second
3rd
period
goal
goals.
of the season.
Yep.
And then with 5 seconds to go, you've got Billy Bronson. Billy's having a great game. He's got a couple of assists this game, and it's just fun to see. And look at the shots on goal, though.
Yep.
They only had 12 shots on goal, 5 of which went in.
Yep.
So it's obviously, and it's not the goalie, not in my opinion, but
no, they changed goalies after that 5th goal was
okay,
scored.
they did. So
Ben
my head was
Kitcombe
down.
out in 5, and then you were probably busy. Ben
My head was down,
Kitcombe
and
out in his
I
5th, and then
didn't
Soren Peterson, the sophomore, took over in that.
I did not get to see a lot of hockey in that period. I'm writing goals down. I'm screaming into the microphone. I'm trying to spin the platters, entertain this crowd. So that was 21, 26, and 11, his 19th of the season.
So, sorry, we're just trying, it's a little bit hectic up here right now. We're trying to fire tweets off and everything, but worth noting, Greg, Chaska's 2 Golden Gopher commits. Junior Rhett Pitlick has now had a point in 20 straight games. Mike Kester has had a point now in his last 17.
Unbelievable.
So those 2 guys both with points tonight, obviously extending those streaks. Chaska eyeing down a Saturday matchup against Eden Prairie as the Eagles lead Chanhassen over in Eden Prairie. It was 6-0 at last updated.
Now, one of the things that I heard, and don't take me for this at all, but should the Minnetonka girls hockey team be playing in the state championship, it would be Saturday night.
Okay.
Not sure if that means that, so basically the way it works is that the top seed has the choice.
Yep, that's exactly
right. As to which time of the day they want to go. There's 2 times on Saturday, either 3 or 7. Will Minnetonka decide to go in the afternoon so that all the kids can jump in cars and go down to the X and watch the other game? I'm not sure that that's going to be the case. Goldsworthy, who knows what he'll do. It's actually too tight of a fit. It's too close of a turnaround to go watch the game. That'll get over at 5:30, 6 o'clock. Jump in a car, go down to the X. I don't know if it can be done. I mean, it's possible, but I'm not sure if that's going to be his strategy or not. But it's a possibility that the Hawks could be playing Saturday night.
So 2 times that Chaska could play on Saturday are 3 and 7, as you mentioned.
3 or 7.
So Minnetonka, assuming they can capitalize on their 5-0 win and bring it home over New Prague over at Pagel right now, would get the ultimate choice as to what time they play at on Saturday in these semifinals. So we're going to step aside one more time and send you to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we will have the 3rd period of action in the Chaska Community Center.
Hi, my name is Justin Bach, and you're watching Chaska Hawks Hockey on CHPN.
GSH Asset Management is a proud sponsor of the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Based in the heart of Chaska, GSH is your one-stop shop for all of your wealth management needs. Visit us online at gshassetmanagement.com or call today at 952-556-1311. GSH Asset Management, building strategies for your financial future.
There's a better, brighter day ahead for patients who visit St. Francis Rehabilitative Services. Our wide-ranging, innovative, and compassionate care offers adults and children the services and support that inspire them to a higher quality of life. Among our services is our comprehensive sports medicine program, specializing in preventing, diagnosing, and treating sports-related injuries, helping you return to the activities that fuel your passion. St. Francis Rehabilitative Services.
Welcome back to the Chaska Community Center. We want to update you on a look around Section 2AA. Bear with us as we read off some scores here. That upper left game, the number 1 seed, Minnetonka Skippers, leads New Prague 5-0 after 2 periods. Prior Lake in the lower left game, Prior Lake and Holy Family are tied at 0 midway through the second period. That game got a late start over in Prior Lake. And then Chaska and Eden Prairie obviously, or Chaska and Shakopee obviously 8-1 here at the CCC, and then Eden Prairie is dominating Chanhassen 8-0 over in Eden Prairie. So that was last updated to us just a couple minutes ago. So we will step aside one more time and then get you the third period of action here from the Chaska Community Center. Don't go anywhere.
GSH Asset Management is a proud sponsor of the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Based in the heart of Chaska, GSH is your one-stop shop for all of your wealth management needs. Visit us online at gshassetmanagement.com or call today at 952-556-1311. GSH Asset Management, building strategies for your financial future.
There's a better, brighter day ahead for patients who visit St. Francis Rehabilitative Services. Our wide-ranging, innovative, and compassionate care offers adults and children the services and support that inspire them to a higher quality of life. Among our services is our comprehensive sports medicine program, specializing in preventing, diagnosing, and treating sports-related injuries, helping you return to the activities that fuel your passion. St. Francis Rehabilitative Services.
And we do say welcome back now from the Chaska Community Center. I'm Ryan Paul, joined by Taylor Hanson. We have 17 minutes of hockey left. 8-1, a Chaska lead after they scored 5 goals in the third period to put them up ahead 8-1 in this opening night of section playoffs in Minnesota Boys High School Class AA. As we mentioned, to look around the section, all of the high seeds currently winning, with the exception of Prior Lake and Holy Family. That game is tied at 0. Over in Prior Lake. We'll update you on that as we get those. Taylor, what are you seeing around the section so far tonight, and then what are you seeing in this one?
Well, yeah, around the section, obviously those 1, 2, and 3 seeds, pretty much they are dominating with that 5-0, 6, or 5-0, 8-0, and 8-1 here at the community center. And then that 4 or 5 seed, those are always the close ones. You got the 2 competitors coming in, and you got, well, last year it was Chaska and Eden Prairie. Yep. That one went into overtime, and now I'll wait here just a second. And now we got Holy Family Prior Lake this season 0-0. That one can also go into extra periods there over at Prior Lake.
Well, so that 4-5 game, 2 teams, Holy Family and Prior Lake, that haven't had outstanding seasons but are very evenly matched for each other. So we, as the teams take the ice, we prepare for the final 17 minutes of hockey. It should get over with rather quickly, assuming this score holds. We'll get running time through this third period. Chaska goals tonight. 8 different goal scorers on 8 goals. First period, goals from Pitlick, Olmscheid, and Warner. Second period, an absolute domination. Shane Lavelle, Ethan Benz, Sully Sholey, Charlie Erickson, and Billy Bronson all get goals for Chaska this evening, and we drop the puck on the third period. Blaine Warner wins it back for the Hawks, and we are playing hockey as Chaska tries to close out this victory and advance them to Saturday afternoon at Braemar. Hawks would get Eden Prairie, assuming all scores hold. Out in front, Warner turns it over on a centering pass. He pokes it back, though. A nice play to regain possession of the puck. Now Pitlick behind. Looked like it might have been a trip, but as Wilkie fell to the ground. Chaska, an update from Holy Family. They are up 1-0 on Prior Lake in the second period. We will keep you updated around the section, but sorry about that. As we get back in action here, Luke Schmidt has the puck fling up in front of him. He sends it off to the neutral zone. Chaska's Shane Lavelle just onto the ice off the bench, has it. He tries to send it down, and instead it's poked away by 26 Austin McNeil. Just a minute in here, Blaine Warner lets it fly under his stick, icing waved off as Jake Bacala has it. Out in front, Warner. Magnuson from the wing. Magnuson fires, and it's covered up by Soren Peterson. A correction on that Holy Family score. It is Holy Family 1-0, but there is 5 minutes left in the game instead of it being in the second period. So have a correction for you on that as the clock runs here in the third period in an 8-1 hockey game. Ostertag wins the face-off for Shakopee. He dumps it down behind Stark in net for Chaska, who's been solid between the pipes, allowing 1 rebound goal, saving 16 of his 17 face shots. Yes. Now on the near half wall, Pacala sends it right up into the glove of Jack Stark, who makes the save with 15-11 and ticking. Stays 8-1. Shakopee came into the game 7-16 and 2. Finished second to last in the South Suburban Conference, ahead of only 0-17 Apple Valley. Shakopee gets a goal and a turnaround. It was deflected out in front. Joe Roeder put it on, and it put Shakopee back within 6. 8-2 is the score. Roeder should get credit for the goal unless it was deflected out in front, and it looks like they actually are going to credit Luke Schmiz with the goal. He went through the line first and will probably get credit for this goal. Jack Stark was screened heavily out in front. He let it fly right over his glove. He never saw it until it hit the back of the net. Shakopee bench not going to go quietly here with 14-12 left. Hawks need to maintain this lead. Can't let off the gas. Shakopee checks Charlie Erickson down. That was a big hit from Roeder right off the draw. Lavelle in. Benz goes to the backhand. Benz loses it in the corner though. Now there's a scrum for it along the wall. Back out of the point. Bronson fires one in. Deflections out in front. Puck flings over the net. Erickson keeps his own. Gloves it down. Peterson covers up as Charlie Erickson with a low velocity shot towards the crease. Stands have stayed pretty full. There was a pretty substantial crowd along both end walls. That is cleared out for the most part. Score now 8-2, Chaska. Looking to win their second quarterfinal game in program history and second in 2 years. Charlie Goodrich onto the ice. He battles for it in the corner now for Chaska in the Shakopee zone. Brunson, a rip from the point. Juicy rebound given up by Peterson. Nobody was there to put it back for Chaska though. Now the puck sent up ahead. McNeil let it fall out of his reach. Jack Stark takes a face full of snow as Colin Williams had to stop up on a dime to avoid the Chaska goaltender. Stark covers up and the clock runs with 13 minutes to go. .12:53 now. Face off from McAllister Doze. He was the opening goal scorer for Shakopee on the power play. Hawks win the face-off. Charlie Goodrich attempts to clear, fails though. Now Olmscheid jabs it out. Charlie Erickson fights forward in the corner. Bronson on the half wall nearest. Keith Fletcher onto the ice for the first time in a long time. He was hit hard in that game versus St. Louis Park Taylor, and we see the Chaska senior Keith Fletcher return to the ice for the first time since that game.
Yeah, it's very nice to see Fletcher out here on the ice tonight. He's been out for a while with that concussion from that St. Louis Park game at St. Louis Park. He was hit hard there, and good to see him back for this first section game as him being a senior wanted to get back on the ice.
Exactly. Face-off, one back by Shakopee. They try to clear, and they actually do, but it's intercepted there by Magnuson, and Chaska comes down with a rush. Brett Pitlick up ahead to McDonald. McDonald lets it fall right under his stick, though. He's checked off the puck. Warner comes down to battle for it behind the Shakopee net. Big body collides along the glass on the half wall. Magnuson dumps it down. Pitlick waits for it behind the net for Chaska. Pitlick tries to wrap around, stops up on a dime. Now goes the other way. A one-timer just under the stick, and the puck comes free. It was Blaine Warner who was teeing one up, but he never got all of it, and the puck comes down all the way to the other end of the sheet where the Hawks reset with 11:20 to go. Hawks trying to kill off as much of this running clock as they can. Jack Stark has to cover as he takes another jab from Colin Williams. Then we pause with 11 to go, an 8-2 score. Michael Morrow, the junior, to draw for Shakopee. He loses it back to Owen Thomas, also a junior for Chaska. Now Schulle tries to clear. He jabs it up ahead. Thomas, Hawks have a 2-on-1. Thomas has Barry with him. Now Shakopee resets their defense and centered off. Kester flies it one in, and it goes just over the crossbar. It was deflected out in front of Peterson. Boy, Kester came right from the bench and was ready to absolutely smoke one towards the net. Ran into a Shakopee defender and forced the puck over the net. Now the Sabres come down after winning a puck battle in the corner. Wilkie with it across the red line, now across the Chaska blue line. Barrett stops him up there. Shot in on Stark is gloved down by the Chaska sophomore. Some extracurriculars occurring in front of the Chaska crease, but nothing will come as parties are separated. 10:08 to go. Hawks up 6 shots. Chaska taking over 26-19 in what was a pretty even game shot-wise. About midway through that second period, Chaska just blew up. Scored 5 goals. Both face-off takers fall to the ice. Stark has to cover up again. A loose puck came right out in front of him. He exits his crease, and we get yet another stoppage with 9:41 left and running. Lavelle wins the face-off away for Chaska. He drives down. He has Benz behind him. Lavelle goes along the backhand, wraps around. Nobody there, though. Lavelle gets it back, and Benz now possesses for Chaska behind the Shakopee goal. Olmscheid with a steal. Shakopee fails to clear. Puck sent all the way back around with the Sabres reset. Joseph Roeder examines the ice for the Sabres. Olmscheid harasses Pakala behind the net. Olmscheid still all over Pakala. Now Pakala gets rid of it. Up for Dalzin. Dalzin takes a big hit. Lavelle applied it, and puck is cleared all the way down to the Chaska zone where Erickson has it for the Hawks. Stolen away by Roeder, but he's outnumbered, and Chaska will clear the zone. Now Bronson gets a sauce out of the stick, sends it over to Charlie Erickson, who has a goal tonight. Scored goal number 4 on the season for Chaska, no, goal number 3 on the season for Chaska's Charlie Erickson. Back in that second period. 8:36 to go and running. Puck down in the zone. Charlie Goodrich for Chaska sends it out. It's in the Shakopee zone. Charlie Goodrich battles for it in open ice. Now Thomas comes in and they push it up against the wall. Thomas checked off. Goodrich's shot just out in front. Didn't get all of it. Hung just wide. Goodrich on a long shift here for Chaska. Sends it back into the corner where Colin Williams has it for the Sabres, and his pass is up ahead, intended for McNeil, right under his legs though, and both teams go off for a change. Alex McCarville in the neutral zone, pushes ahead Luke Schmidt. Now here comes Colin Williams. Williams outnumbered, and he's forced off the puck. Chaska bodying him to the sheet. Starkey out there playing very physically for Chaska as Pitlick's tied up in the corner with all them now. Still a battle for it in the far corner to the left of Jack Stark. 7:41 to go. Warner ties it up along the far half wall. Now Warner falls to the sheet. He comes away with it as he regains his footing. Shakopee dumps it off. Loose in the neutral zone. Nobody knows where it is. Now it's finally picked up by Brett Pitlick, and Shakopee comes away. Austin McNeil with a rush. He's pushed to the ice by Brett Pitlick, a good defensive play by the Chaska forward. Out in front, Stark gives up a open net rebound, but Shakopee was in the midst of a line change and was unable to capitalize. 7:11 to go. Chaska fails to clear once again. Shakopee applying a little more pressure here. McAllister Doze bats it down to the blue line, and Chaska once again fails to clear. 7 minutes to go. Shots are 26-20 in favor of Chaska. Shakopee trying to set up a rush out in front. Up to the blue line. Chaska finally forces the puck out of the zone. Icing will come, but the puck will never reach that point with 6:47 to go. Shakopee forces up ahead, but Kester with a nifty stick play to repossess the puck for Chaska. 39 to go. Left in this one. Bros sends up ahead. Shakopee's pass is not being completed well at all. A turnover right in front of Stark. Mike Kester didn't know the puck was coming for him. Crisis averted though for Chaska as Shakopee was unable to find it on the stick. Now the puck comes down. It's sent behind the net of Soren Peterson, and we'll get an icing whistle here with 8:12 to go, or 6:12 to go rather, in regulation hockey. Eight to 2 Hawks after a 5-goal explosion in the second period. Shakopee possessing the puck well here in the latter minutes of this hockey game, however. Morrow in the corner. He's tied up with Thomas. Thomas applies a big hit. Now there's a scrum for it. Even Charlie Erickson gets involved. Bodies all over the place in the corner. Puck still idle. Now it's finally jabbed free, and Bauer-Berry retreats to collect it. Brunson there with him, and Brunson comes away. Dabs it over for Charlie Erickson, who turns it over out in front and gives Michael Morrow a look at an open net. Stark slides over to make the save, though. 5:24 to go. Neutral zone comes the puck. Sully Sholey there to jab it down for Chaska. Shakopee dumps as they'll get a line change. Here comes Nick Olmscheid now, a Golden Knight. Nick Olmscheid comes down. Nick Olmscheid fires, and Nick Olmscheid's shot is just wide. Puck still in the Shakopee zone, and now it's finally jabbed free. Charlie Erickson collects at the red line, and he dumps it down as the Hawks will get a defensive change off. Nifty move from Bros to escape trouble for Shakopee. Now up ahead, a steal by Berry. It's loose, jabbed away by Soren Peterson. Chaska keeps his own, though, and continues to apply pressure on the Shakopee netminders. Out at neutral ice, up comes Williams. Williams is offside. With 4:32 to go, we pause. Chaska up 27-20 in the shot category and up 8-2 in the goal category. Looking ahead, it's likely Chaska will see Eden Prairie in the semifinal round, a rematch of the quarterfinal game last year. Hawks, should they win that game, it would be the farthest that they've reached in a Section 2 playoff in the program's history. Hawks have never made it to the state tournament, looking for their first appearance this year. Have to get through a very tough Section 2 AA. Here comes Sholey now. Hawks have a 3-on-1. Sholey unable to keep it on a stick, and is turned over. Here comes Shakopee. Dalzin across the red line. He enters the Chaska zone. Dalzin shot right into the gut of Jack Stark, who makes his 20th save of the night. We pause with 3:40 to go. Still an 8-2 Chaska lead. Again, Ryan Paul with you here. Taylor Hansen chiming in. Greg Erickson on in between periods. Audio only due to MSHSL rules that we don't understand, but it's the rules, so we have to comply with them. Here comes Keith Fletcher now. Fletcher into the offensive zone. Sends one behind the goal, and Shane Lavelle's body off the puck as he collects the rebound. Lavelle gets it back, though. Now he backhands across. Has Charlie Goodrich waiting for him. Goodrich centers off, was looking for Barrett. Jabbed away, though, by Luke Schmitz. Here come the Sabres now into the neutral zone. Losell sends up ahead. Roeder fires on, and he scores. Jack Stark slid the wrong way, and with just under 3 minutes to go, Stark allows his third goal of the night, and Shakopee's pulls it to 8-3. Jack Stark slid the wrong way. He went glove side. The puck ended up going stick side, and it was an easy goal for the Sabres with 2:54 left, and now the clock will be stopped unless Chaska can score again. John Starkey right off the draw, sends it down. And Rhett Pitlick will come back out of the ice as Chaska needs to apply a little bit more pressure here. Try to run some more time off this clock. Good defensive play by Billy Bronson, who's having a nice game for the Hawks to poke it away. Bronson with a goal tonight. Rhett Pitlick comes away for Chaska, neutral ice. They have a 3-on-1. Pitlick beats the defender, fires, goes top shelf. It was just a little too high. Bronson sends one back down. It's deflected out in front, flies over Peterson in net. Now McDonald hit hard to the ice. Chaska still possesses the zone though. Pitlick tried to center one away. McDonald was unable to grab it though. And check that shot if he tries to clear. And they do, out to neutral ice where John Starkey has it for Chaska. Bodies flying all over the place. McDonald sends it down where Warner has it. Warner fires up into the netting, stuck away by Soren Peterson. And with 2:02 to go, it's a 8-3 hockey game. That last goal from Joseph Roeder, number 3 on the year for the junior. Puck dropped quickly again by the linesman. Shakopee wins the draw away. Puck clears his own. McAllister Doze has it for Shakopee. Doze up across the red line, now into the Chaska zone. Wide side, Doze fires behind the net. Chasing is Stavros. Just up ahead, Chaska clears his own. Pass was intended for Sully Shully. It was out of his reach though. 1:39 remains in this hockey game. Chaska trying to close out their second straight Section 2AA quarterfinal game. 90 seconds left. Shakopee trying to do whatever they can to pull this game closer, but it seems a bit out of reach. Out in front, Thomas gets the pass from Magnuson. It's still loose in front of in front of Peterson rather. And Shakopee finally escapes and clears. 1:13 to go in the hockey game. Bowerberry, the junior, on for Chaska. Jams it free out of the neutral zone. Shakopee fans feeling the end of their season. Chants "We Love Seniors" is a tribute to their guys who are playing in their final high school hockey game of the night, or of their careers. Stark makes a wonderful blocker save out in front on a Shakopee rebound opportunity. And the Hawks clear the zone and have a rush now. Here comes McDonald. McDonald's pass takes an awkward bounce off the dasher and is sent out. Back cleared by Shakopee. 34 seconds left. Charlie Erickson retreats for the Hawks. He sends it over to defense partner Billy Bronson. Now Goodrich up ahead with it. Chaska eyeing down a Saturday semifinal against Eden Prairie. 20 seconds away from punching their ticket to Braemar. Loose out in front. Jabbed away. Thomas Dalzlin made a good play to poke it free of Soren Peterson. Shakopee going to try to get one more rush. Billy Bronson foils those plans. Now Bronson checked hard into the boards. Shakopee going to start to take some shots at the Chaska bodies, and time will expire on this section quarterfinal. Chaska, for the second straight year, advances to the Section 2AA semifinal game. The game will be played on Saturday at Braemar Arena at either 3 o'clock or 7 o'clock. Stay tuned on our website and to the brackets for that time of that game. Chaska will get Eden Prairie on Saturday in a rematch of last year's section quarterfinal. The Hawks beat Eden Prairie earlier this year in a tournament game over in Prior Lake. Taylor, your takeaways from this 8-3 Hawk domination?
Yeah, it was a little slow start here as it was 2-1 at one point. But that second period for the Hawks really put that game away as they had 5 unanswered goals there in a matter of 4 minutes and 50 seconds. So that really put the game away for the Hawks with those 5 goals. They're going to have to come out strong, as Eden Prairie, I would say, was in more of a slump when we played them last. They took Minnetonka to overtime, but falling to Minnetonka there, they've had a lot tougher schedule, and they've played a lot of good teams, and they've taken them to good competition. So
Chaska, the number 2 seed in the tournament, downs the number 7 seed Shakopee, a score of 8-3. Let's run through the scoring summary. Chaska got things started with 2 shorthanded goals. It was shorthanded goals number 13 and 14 on the year for the Hawks. Their special teams really coming through. Rhett Pitlick and Nick Olmscheid, both with shorthanded goals to open scoring. Then it was McAllister Doze who scored for Shakopee just 30 seconds later, as the Shakopee players will salute their fans for one final time. We continue with the scoring. Blaine Warner scored with 2 minutes to go in the first period, pulling Chaska ahead 3-1. And then it was that 5-goal explosion for the Hawks in the second period. Shaden Lavelle, Ethan Benz, Sully Sholey, Charlie Erickson, and Billy Bronson, all with goals in that second period. Then in the third period, it was 2 goals from Joseph Roeder. Roeder with 3 points tonight will be your third star of the game for Shakopee. And Chaska comes away with an 8-3 victory here on quarterfinal night. And the Hawks advance to play on Saturday afternoon against Eden Prairie in the Braemar Barn. Should be a good one. We will be bringing you coverage of that game. It'll be either Saturday at 3 or Saturday at 7. Stay tuned to find out the time of that game. Taylor, any other comments before we exit tonight?
No, I'll just like to thank you, Ryan, for letting me come on tonight, as this was supposed to be my last game, that last Kennedy game, I believe. So I got to tune in tonight. I thank you for that. And
Taylor has done a heck of a job for us this year. He's done a lot of hockey games. He did the graphics for us all night tonight and all season long. He's been running the Twitter account all season long, and we can't thank you enough, Taylor, for everything that you've done. And we say goodnight for Greg Erickson on the intermission report, Taylor Hanson with the color tonight. I am Ryan Paul. Chaska comes away 8-3 victors in a section quarterfinal game. They'll move on to play Saturday against Eden Prairie. Have a good night, folks. Soar Hawks.